The AXS-Bike Marrakech, the podcast where we explore biking in Morocco. Today, we're discussing a topic on the minds of the gravel biking community, gravel biking in the Atlas Mountains of Morocco. Pops, it seems like Morocco is the hot spot right now for gravel biking. What's driving all this excitement?
Hey, Safe, that's right. It's truly incredible to see how Morocco has emerged as a premier global destination for gravel biking. First, it's really the sheer diversity of the terrain. Morocco has unparalleled variety of landscapes from rugged peaks of the high Atlas to the vast vistas of the Sahara Desert and even the dramatic Atlantic coastline. Talking about everything from well-maintained gravel paths to technical descents to significant climbs and even a few sandy tracks that are pretty challenging. It has everything you could wish for and can be customized for novices and also some challenging routes for advanced cyclists.
Yes, I recall well some amazing rides there. Pops, our listeners may be interested in knowing more about the weather as well as the safety in riding in Morocco.
Absolutely safe. People have been escaping to Morocco for hundreds of years, primarily for that weather. Morocco is known as an ideal climate all year round. It is especially appealing when the weather's gray and cold in Europe or in US. The spring and autumn here in Morocco are prime cycling seasons with mild temperatures, but even the winter is perfect for riding in the desert. In the summer, it's quite hot, so we tend to stay up in the Atlas Mountains. This means you can find a fantastic gravel experience any time of the year. What has really appealed to me as a rider myself is this unique blend of safety and hospitality. There's really low traffic once you get outside the big cities. Just visit, and I'm sure you'll go away with this feeling of this incredible hospitality. It seems to be in the nature of Moroccans. You get smiles and waves as you pass along, and also the people in the restaurants, the hotels. The guides who lead our tours are all local bikers who work full-time for Argan Sports here in Marrakech, so they really help to add a local spin on the tours. Just really nice people.
That sounds fantastic. But how much of this popularity is driven by what people see online or from well known figures?
Safe, that's a good point. It really is driving the gravel trend. I think some of the digital content that I've seen that have gotten me excited, for example, the YouTube videos like the GCN goes backpacking in the Atlas Mountains of Morocco. Josh Reed did another great one called Cycling Morocco's High Atlas on Gravel Bikes, and there's plenty more. And yes, there are like some, stars that are involved in this whole thing too. Professional cyclists, key influencers. You have pros like Cynthia Carson, who won the Atlas Mountain Race in Morocco, or influential coaches like Hunter Allen, who's leading gravel biking training courses in Morocco. It really does lead to significant credibility. Finally, these events like the Sahara Gravel Race and the Atlas Mountain Race, they attract these international participants. It is not hype, it is truly a genuine experience.
It's clear Morocco is a gravel biking paradise. And speaking of incredible experiences, Pop, ArganSports.com is launching a new tour. Tell us about it.
Oh, we're incredibly excited to announce the Atlas Atlantic 7-day Moroccan Gravel Adventure Tour. The first bookings are actually coming up soon, the 13th through the 19th of September 2025, and then we have a second trip October 25th through 31st, 2025. It's an intermediate level gravel bike tour, and it's been meticulously crafted by our family-run team, who have been leaders in Moroccan biking since 2010. Now, the show is headed up by my wife, Sylvia Madden, who's a Marrakech native, and is very actively involved in the, especially Marrakech charity scene. The tour itself is fully supported. It's a small group tour with a maximum of 12 guests, ensuring a real personalized and immersive experience. So the tour actually starts in Marrakech, and then you end up going from the craziness of Marrakech to the real tranquility of the Agafay Desert. It's also called the Stone Desert. And then after that, up into the high Atlas Mountains. And from there, we have a trip to the coast. It's captivating, the coast of Morocco, onto Essaouira, and then we return back to
Oh,
Marrakech.
wow. By the way, Sylvia's my mom. Can you give me a little more on the day by day detail?
Yeah, sure. Let me give you the rundown, Safe. On day one, you arrive in Marrakech, you get fitted for your bikes, and we kick it off with a night tour of Marrakech. It's a city tour that we designed years ago, and it reaches a crescendo in a dinner at the Gemma Elfna Square. The second day, day two, we start the gravel adventure in Agafay, which I mentioned before, and then we wind towards Lel Takakus before hitting the High Atlas and getting into Orgain. The third day, day three, we roll past a bunch of Berber villages and through the foothills of the Atlas till Talamazou. And then from there, day four, we cross the heart of the farm country of Morocco and halfway to the coast in a town called Sidi Mukhtar. Then day five, it's the celebration day. We arrive in Essaouira on the Atlantic coast. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's known as the Windy City of Africa. Okay, so for day six, it's where you really get the options, which is, Essaouira is a fantastic city. So if you wanted to stay in Essaouira, you can stay and check out Essaouira, or you can join a bike ride down to the surf town of Imswan. That evening, we return to Marrakesh. And then we'll include on day seven a palmery ride in the ancient palmery located in the date forest outside of the gates of the city. On the evening of the seventh day, you can fly back or even stay a few days longer in Marrakech to explore the city on your own.
Wow. That sounds like an incredible itinerary. I mean, the food, the sights, just wow. What about the hotels and other activities, though?
Oh, yeah, we've selected some boutique hotels and we selected them based on the charm and local decor. The hotels are 3 and 4 stars. Actually, there's even a 5 star worked in there. They have good restaurants and swimming pools, and in some cases, hammams. And so at some of the hotels, we have some hiking trails, if you have the energy to spare after all that riding.
Yeah, I've seen the photos, I've seen the hotels, I've actually stayed at a couple of them, and they are stunning. And what about the bikes themselves? What can riders expect to be on for this adventure? Now, I've rode on them, they're incredible, but I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Okay. Yeah, we're really happy about we got a new fleet of Giant Revolt Advanced. They're carbon gravel bikes. And we really feel like these are really the ideal bikes for this kind of terrain. The bikes balance lightweight performance with comfort, and it's really critical for those long days on the varied surfaces. They're designed to handle everything that Morocco has to throw you. So we also offer an e-bike option, Safe. It's an additional 150 euros for the trip, but it's actually a great way to keep the group together on the more technical sections. And it also opens up the whole tour to adventure riders, even if they don't have their fitness level.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great option to make the tour accessible to more people, especially if you haven't ridden in a while. I haven't ridden in a while, gained a couple LBs. Guess what? You want to go on a tour, you're in shape. I'm not. I can still keep up with those e-bikes. You mentioned immersive earlier. How much does this tour focus on cultural immersion beyond just the cycling?
Well, I think Safe, cultural immersion is at the heart of all of our tours. We really think that's what differentiates a good cycling trip from an unforgettable adventure. So our routes, as I mentioned, frequently pass through Berber villages where we'll stop and talk with people we know there. And it really provides an opportunity for interaction with locals. And we really can experience their minimalistic lifestyle and enjoy their legendary hospitality. So you're not just cycling through a landscape, you're cycling through a culture. And the culinary experience is a really huge draw. Imagine finishing a day's ride and indulging in delicious Moroccan food like tangine, couscous, fresh juices, Moroccan tea. We also integrate the tours with visits to historic sites, and this combination of active exploration and history discovery provides a multifaceted experience that goes well beyond the pedaling. It's all about connecting with the soul of
Yeah,
Morocco.
yeah, I agree. I mean, that sounds like an absolutely incredible once in a lifetime experience for sure. For our listeners who are now eager to book their spot, how can they find out more and sign up for this amazing 7 day gravel tour?
Well, I have to say it's easy to join us. You can find the details and the full itinerary and pricing, everything that's included in our all-in tours at www.argansports.com. You can contact your sister Samira by email at info@argansports.com with any questions.
Pops, thank you so much for shedding light on why Morocco is such a gravel biking hotspot and for sharing the exciting details of argonsports.com new 7 day Atlas to Atlantic gravel tour. It sounds like an adventure not to be missed.
Well, it's my pleasure, Safi, and we can't wait to welcome riders into Morocco.